How's it going, everybody? Today is the 21st. Yes, September 21st. It's a Saturday, I believe. Yep. It is about 4 o'clock. We're discing wheat stubble. So you might know something funny about the disc we're using. It is a old Kiowani disc. Odds are it's probably bought out by Egco however many years ago. And the reason we're using that today is it's gonna get sold, or the landowners who own all the land, most of the land and everything, they own this, and they want to sell it, and so we figured since we're gonna be disking just as 10 acres anyway, we might as well use it. And yeah, it throws that dirt, dude. I have never seen anything that throws so much dirt before. So it actually does a pretty good job. But except for right there when there was a dip. But I gotta do this a couple times anyway to get rid of ruts and stuff. So this stuff is pretty green. It had alfalfa in it, alfalfa orchard grass in it. But odds are, but as you can tell, kind of failed due to the year. And yeah, so it didn't fail. There's spots that we could have saved it, but there's so much weeds and everything that came through, and really just wasn't worth it. Might as well just redo it, and then we'll do some oats hay next year. So, but yeah, it does a really good job. I've never seen anything this do that good of a job on a first pass. It looks like we're plugged one of the discs. No, we're not. So, I mean, it's pretty smooth actually. I was very surprised with it. So, but yeah, we're gonna be doing this probably 3 times because there's ruts or those washouts this spring, and yeah, so that's kind of the main thing, because there's a little spot up there that you don't have a farm that, oh man, that basically filled up with water, and yeah, that's the spot right there where it washed out bad. But so yeah, this would be a good test for this thing. And as you can tell on the soybeans over there, we're gonna be combining beans here in about 4 or 5 days. So I'm excited. There's people out there my parents just got our stuff chopped 2 days ago. So it was our field chopped 2 days ago, and yeah, and we're already about to combine beans, so it's kind of an odd year. So it's pretty early, oh, there's a rock. But yeah, it's insanely early. Nope, I put the wrong one up. Back up here, and not put it in here. This thing, you've got to be pushing that clutch in all the way. But yeah, I'll get out, grab that rock with him. Okay. Let's take a look. That ain't a rock, it's dirt. Okay, whatever. But yeah, you guys can see the alfalfa in here. Kind of, it didn't fail. This field's so bumpy and everything, and yeah, we legit just pulled this thing out of the trees, and it does a very good job actually. I mean, this thing, I have no idea what it's set at. Whatever that is set at is what it's going for. So, but it does a pretty good job. So we'll do this a few times, and it's gonna look really nice. So, and then we'll come in later on, and then chisel plow it. So, oh god, piece of wheat. But pretty windy today, so let's get back in the cab. And one thing you may be asking yourself, is this overkill for a 21-foot disc on a 350 horse tractor? And my answer is yes it is, because overkill is underrated. But the MX is on the plow right now, so, but yeah, so, and I mean the international disc is only a foot bigger than this one. It doesn't seem like it, but it is. So because I'm pretty sure this is 21 footer, and that one's, the international is 22. So, and the reason they got my boss and his boss before him got just a foot bigger disc is because of the adjusting gangs on the newer disc compared to ones that don't adjust for rocks and stuff like that. And so yeah, but there's that reason, and they didn't have a big enough tractor at the time to pull a bigger one. I think the biggest tractor they had at the time was a 7140, which I don't even think there's any more videos left of that. Because when I first started out, they still had it, but it was like a year after I started when we traded to the MX 285. So, but yeah, that was, I loved that tractor. It had some issues to it, some leaking, some leaks here and there, but it was a nice tractor. I kind of miss it. Boxcar Magnums were nice tractors. Still are. Still make really good tractors. But yeah, so but that MX is, I cannot complain about that thing whatsoever. That thing's awesome. But yeah, so that's the story on that. And yeah, I think all the videos that I had of the 7140 have gotten taken down. I'm not really sure why, but all of my original videos when I first started, I think have gotten taken down. So I don't really know why. From like 3 years ago actually. But yeah, I'm not sure, so it kind of sucks. But I might still have a video of me disking with the 7140 on my phone. But oh yeah, there's quite a bit of alfalfa here. But it's kind of, it sucks to disc this up, but I mean it's kind of just had to happen. So this field's so rough, you can barely drive across it. So you can't really have that in a hay field. So, but you know, whatever. So it'll get seeded down again next year because it'll be this stuff is brand new, so you can still seed it down yet because it has to be a year in between each seeding. And with this stuff still being new, a first seeding, we're able to, or a first year crop on the crop, it could be reseeded. So, but yeah, and what I'll do, we're just gonna work it up, put oats over top of it, get some alfalfa orchard grass. Yeah, maybe a little some brome I'm thinking too, but we'll see. But this thing does a good job except in the dip. It's got a really wide base on it. So, but I mean, that's kind of anything that'll leave some spots, so no big deal there. Well, the first round's done. Looks pretty good, so we're starting on the second one, and it's looking pretty nice actually. So we probably only would have done this twice if it wasn't for the ruts and everything, so that'll probably take a third pass. But I mean, who cares? Good test for this disc. Get some of that rust worked off of it. So, but yeah, it's turning out pretty good. It's pretty smooth now. So it'll be a nice field next year. So hopefully make some nice hay. But anyway, I just completely lost train of thought there. But if anyone knows anything about these Kiowani discs or brand at all, just let me comment or say something in the comments. My boss, neither my boss or I know much about them. I didn't even know it was a brand. So, but yeah, all I know about them is odds are AGCO bought them out, and my boss says Case used to sell them. International used to sell them at their sell parts for them at their dealers. So, but yeah, if anyone knows anything about them, put something down in the comments. It'd be fun to learn about them a little bit. Well, that ain't good. Completely snapped off the. Yep. That's bad. Well, that's cool. Huh. Oh yeah, that back up to the yard and try to fix that, because that's not supposed to look like that. Welcome back, everybody. Today is the 23rd. It's I think 2 days later now since the last clip. But yeah, we haven't got that gang fixed yet. Yeah, I don't really know where it broke, but we did find the disc. It was like right there. It was not very far away. But anyway, we're gonna go down and start loading out, and then we'll start hauling some hay here soon. So, but one thing I'd like to know is, you guys can probably just barely see it, but there's strips where the soybeans are, different colors. Right here where it's more brown, that was the no-till. It was used with a drill, but it was worked ground. It was like black ground. Then it's yellow back there, and then there's green for the stuff that we went in later on. It's kind of cool. It's kind of tricky to combine with the strips that I did over there, but it'll be fine. Those look like 30-inch rows, or 30-inch strips instead of 15. I don't know, but it probably is just 15 feet, but whatever. So let's get back to work. Looking pretty good. Just not gonna touch it. But so we had to get that unloaded off of this rack, so now we're gonna get these two hooked up. Looks like I can go back up a little bit more, and then we're gonna start taking out of this one. That way we can get to the full alfalfa. This stuff is like 90% straight alfalfa. Well, it is straight alfalfa, but obviously there's some grass that'll come through every once in a while. But and this stuff is mixed hay, as you can see, compared to that. So we need to get 7 loads tomorrow out, or my boss will tomorrow. And then yeah, so I think I need to, nope, it's already done. So yeah, I just gotta back up a little bit more, hook these two together, and we'll start loading. Look at the color that's left in this stuff. Jeez. It's probably hard for you guys to see it with the sun, but I mean, you can see it there. But I mean, holy cow, that's insane. That looks really nice. One side looks amazing, and one side's, jeez. I can barely see it on the camera, but there. Now in the shade you guys can kind of see it. There's quite a bit of green left in this stuff. That's awesome. The guy will be very happy, that's for sure. Oh. Then this side's brown. There we go. There, 4 loads are loaded for the morning. This is the alfalfa that I said was dairy quality. It still is. But it's funny the difference that it makes on just sitting on the outside edge. How there's like an inch here of just, not even an inch, just like maybe half an inch of bad stuff, and then it goes good. And it's not even that like bad, it's just dried out. So I mean, like, look at this. Barely anything there. Just dried out from sitting in from the sun getting it and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so that thing's got to get hooked up here soon. There's a bunch of bad hay there. So this is full. This is the orchard alfalfa mix, and then there's 2 in the back that are just about, they're like 1 level lower, and those are that alfalfa. Just the alfalfa. And then there's up there, and that goes 1 more back. Oh no, it doesn't, never mind. There's there, and there's, we can get 4 stacks in here. So it might look like 3 on the camera here, but it's 4. So I mean, we'll get 1, 2, 3rd one, and then there's a 4th one back there you can't see. And I'm not gonna climb up there to show you guys. So, yeah, you guys can see it through here. But yeah, there's, maybe not, but you guys can kind of just barely see there's a 4th one back there. So, but yeah, we'll, that's what we got going there. We're very short on hay, and this is the only good hay that's here, and it's not even full. But at least now we got the outside edge gone, but we'll be hauling this stuff out quite a bit, because my boss has kind of been trying to do beans, but our, what is it called, the ground sensor on the head that'll tip each side back up and down, works good for when you got terraces and stuff like that. That's not really working. The automatic system's not working on it. So I mean, we can do it by ourselves, which isn't that big of a deal, but it would be kind of nice to have that self-adjusting one. But whatever, I don't run the combine, so I don't run that combine. But yeah, I mean, all the beans, they look like they could go in some spots, but then they start to get a little green, and it's really just not worth being out there. So, well guys, it's been a good day. We got some stuff done. It's getting dark, it's getting cold. I have a 2-mile-and-a-half drive back. So I'm gonna go do that, and it's like a mile as a crow flies, not even, but by the roads it's a 1.5 miles or so. But yeah, so it's been a good day. We got some stuff done. We're gonna get the disc fixed. There's like a farmer kind of by us, and one of my bosses, one of his family members, is getting some scrap metal that another farmer's is getting rid of, and they have a disc that is the exact same one as the one that we use. So, and it's one that's kind of broken, stuff like that, just basically kind of just scrap metal at that point. But so he's gonna bring that back to us, drop it at the farm. We're gonna take what we need off of it, and then he's going to, and then we'll look at the gangs too and see if the discs are better on that one than the ones that are currently on this one. And then maybe since we gotta take it off anyway, maybe we'll just replace the discs. So, but yeah, everything's going good so far. If prices were better, which they're getting close to decent price, I haven't seen in the next 4 months corn at $4 yet, but it's like at $3.80 and like $3.90 in January is what's supposed to be or something. But that's constantly changing. It's constantly growing, getting better, which is an awesome feeling. Beans are almost at $10 too, so hopefully by harvest time or by harvest time for corn anyway, we'll be selling hopefully some $4 corn. So we're gonna try to load out a little bit just to get rid of it. So yeah, it's kind of just a bad year that way. If you have contracts, hopefully you're sitting good. So, but yeah, that's just another thing, is a great year, but just not a good year for prices. So, but hopefully the good yields will help us get through. So we're not worried about it. We're not going to go broke over this year. You just don't want to buy anything this year. So you just kind of hold tight, wait another year after next year, see how much money you make, and then go from there. So, but otherwise, that'll be it for today, guys. It's 7:45. Let's go home. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. You just sit right there. We'll make it up to the yard. You just wait.